I'm Dr. Nandita Mohan and welcome to Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. Let's look into the latest developments in the world of medicine. Adding high culinary dosage of herbs and spices to meals may help lower the blood pressure, a new study confirms. A recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has confirmed that the addition of a relatively high culinary dosage of mixed herbs and spices tended to improve the blood pressure in adults at elevated risk of cardiometabolic diseases. Antidepressants during pregnancy may affect the standard test performance in kids. Depression during the course of pregnancy is being observed in many women these days. A recent study has found out that a would-be mother, if depressed during pregnancy, can affect the performance of her child. The study confirmed that children whose mothers had taken prescriptions for antidepressants during pregnancy, compared with children whose mothers did not take such prescriptions during pregnancy, had a lower standardized test scores. Galectin-1 increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, however decreases the risk of nephropathy in diabetes. Now, type 2 diabetes is a complex disease. In many factors, it contributes to the development of the disease, and galectin-1 is a protein which is expressed by fat cells as well as other cells. It is involved in both the regulation of inflammation and the function of fat cells in the body. Researchers have now associated that the elevated levels of protein galectin-1 with increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. A rare case of thoracic endometriosis has been reported. Endometriosis is the condition wherein the endometrial tissue is present outside the uterine cavity. Researchers at the Shoshuan Memorial Hospital, Changhua, Taiwan, have reported a rare case of a 26-year-old woman who presented with an episode of coughing up blood, and that ended up with a diagnosis of thoracic endometriosis. Hence, the authors added that a high index of suspicion is essential in any women of reproductive age or receiving hormone replacement therapy who is experiencing cervical chest pain, dyspnea, or even hemoptysis. Minoxidil and anti-androgen therapy can improve the hair density in chemotherapy-induced alopecia. Many people with breast cancer temporarily tend to lose their hair after treatment with chemotherapy, but persistent hair loss is more common in patients who undergo taxane and cyclophosphamide-based chemotherapy. A recent case series published in the journal JAMA Dermatology has outlined previously unreported features of persistent chemotherapy-induced alopecia in breast cancer patients. For a significant proportion of patients with topical or systemic treatments, cosmetically significant regrowth was achieved. This suggests that persistent chemotherapy-induced alopecia may be at least partly reversible. That's all for today. I shall see you tomorrow.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.